Hello, beloved audience, and welcome back to another episode of From the Shelf. And I would personally like to give a big happy birthday to my brother Anthony. Happy birthday.
Start the fucking tally.
All right, well, I guess so. Today, we're going to keep a tally of how many times Anthony curses in this review. And by the end, we will tell you the final result. But
you're not gonna be able to keep track.
Lord, all right. Well, what are we covering today, Anthony?
Because you're a fucking sadist. We're covering Rent. You know what this is? This is the one. This is like the Ring of Power from Lord of the Rings for me. This is the one DVD forged in the fires of hell and now let loose upon the world.
This is a good musical.
No, it's not.
What? Either way, let's get right into it. And we're looking at the 2005 movie, not the actual Broadway production of it. Though almost all, if not all, not all of them, but almost the entire original cast is back for the movie. So we have Wilson, Jermaine Heredia, Idina, I can't speak. Idina Menzel, Anthony Rapp, who plays Mark Cohen is what I was going to say, Adam Pascal, Taye Diggs, Jesse L. Martin, Rosario Dawson, who was not originally on the Broadway cast.
She sticks out like a sore goddamn thumb.
And Tracy Toms, who was also not a member of the original Broadway cast, but that's okay.
I mean, she fits in, but Rosario Dawson, she just sticks out. It's clear she was just put in for star power. It's just so distracting.
Was she like a big actress at the time, though?
And she was a name.
Okay.
Recognizable.
Yeah, I mean, she does stick out like a little bit, but
I was like, you don't belong here.
I don't think Tracy Toms sticks out though, because she was, I think she was already like a musical theater actress beforehand. She's been in like other stage productions of Rent, just not the original.
Slumming it.
Huh. So, let's get right into it. If you don't know any of the songs from Rent, then you know this one. The first song, Seasons of Love.
It's not even the first song in the show. It's the first song of Act 2.
Is it?
Yes. Because it's supposed to say a year has passed. So it makes no goddamn sense why they're putting it in the opening. The song sucks anyway, so who cares?
It does not suck. I don't mind that it's at the beginning. I mean, I guess in from the stage version,
525, fuck off.
But they're not gonna with a lot of the longer adaptations of Broadway musicals that they would put in an intermission, but they weren't going to here. It kind of just met where it needed to be in terms of not having an intermission. So I think it makes more sense to have this song at the beginning.
Except they play the song after New Year's Eve in the film. So really, this is superfluous.
A reprise is a thing.
Ugh.
So you can't even say that.
Except it's not a reprise because they're saying the exact same lyrics.
A reprise can be the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Ugh.
So your point still is invalid.
Yeah.
But yes, we have the opening, Seasons of Love, and it's just our main players here, which I
like. Random stage. This has nothing to do with anything.
I will say that was random.
Ask me what it means. Ask me what it means.
Well, it's whatever. And then we get our title song, Rent, which I love. It's such a good song.
Yeah, except the dumbasses are burning shit in their house. No,
they have no power.
No, I get that. But then they throw the fucking fire out the window. Like, well, congratulations, now your asses are gonna freeze, so...
Well, that was to prove a point, because,
Fuck proving a point! I need to stay warm! It's fucking winter in New York!
They're not concerned with it, clearly.
Clearly not, because they're a bunch of idiots.
Are you going to have an actual opinion, or are you just going to shit on it the entire time?
I have an actual opinion.
Then make it.
They're idiots. They're lazy, self-entitled idiots.
Give me reasons.
They're fucking douchebags. They are so self-absorbed, shit on Ty Diggs, even though he's the one actually trying to do shit, achieve his goals in life. But no, he sold out. He's not with the bohemian scene. We are artistes. Fuck you.
Exactly. They're artists. They're bohemians.
They're douches.
That's the entire point.
The entire point is they're a bunch of assholes?
No, the entire point is that they're supposed to be against the yuppies and the people who sold out because they're
Make them likable.
They are.
This fucking guy is shooting these documentaries with no microphone on his camera, mind you, so he ain't capturing shit. Literally goes to his friends' AIDS meetings and exploits their suffrage for his own.
No, that is not true, because he asks them beforehand if he can record.
Arguing semantics.
It's not semantics. He's not profiting off of them yet, and they gave him permission.
Yet, she says.
They gave him permission.
Ugh.
If he really was an asshole, then he would have just recorded without asking.
Like he did with that homeless woman, and she called him out?
Exactly. She called him out. Your points about this are not valid. Either way. So, the title song is about how, obviously, they're not going to pay their rent, which I don't agree with. So, I agree with you there. They need to pay their rent.
Because they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything.
They're following their dreams. And
I get that.
Work. The rest of them do work.
Here's the difference. We are doing something similar with a podcast, but we work jobs and you go to school.
Collins is a college student.
I have no beef with Collins. Collins is actually the only decent one out of the bunch.
Joanne is a lawyer.
She doesn't belong with this group. I'm sorry.
Maureen performs gigs, so she gets paid for them.
Maureen is just a bored little rich girl who's emotionally manipulative.
She is emotionally manipulative. But she does gigs, and her parents have money, so she has money.
So does Mark. And Mark openly insults his parents for being not artiste. And that's bohemian.
And Mimi works.
Mimi kills dogs for money.
That's Angel, not Mimi.
Yes, thank you. Mimi's a stripper that blows her money on heroin.
But she works.
And blows her money on heroin.
It doesn't matter. She works. She's not.
It's perfect. It doesn't mean shit. She's blowing her money on drugs.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that you said that they're lazy and they don't work. Mimi works. So you can't say that. The only ones who don't seem to be working are Mark and Roger.
White boy with acoustic guitar.
Anyway. So Ty Diggs, who plays Benny, he comes down because I guess he's the landlord of the lofts that they're in. And he talks about how this is the song You'll See. He says, listen, if you get Maureen to stop her protests, then you can live here rent-free.
Fuck yeah, let's burn that fucking theater to the ground.
But Mark doesn't want to do that because Maureen is his ex-girlfriend who he's still in love with. And they say that Benny is a sellout.
Get over it.
And that's basically what You'll See is. Then we go to One Song Glory, which is Roger's song. One of many. About how
Roger's voice is so whiny when he sings. I'm sorry. No offense to the actor.
No, Adam Pascal is a great singer.
Yeah, go back to the Captain America musical.
Are you sure you're not talking about Anthony Rapp?
They both sound whiny.
Nah. No, I don't agree with you there.
He's the asshole that kicked Jack Black out of his band in School of Rock, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
I didn't realize
He
he was in that.
did.
I didn't realize he was in that.
I didn't either until I looked him up.
Yeah. He's
He
actually
fucking kicked Jack Black out of the band. Number one, you never kick Jack Black out of a band.
he's actually a very big Broadway actor. Adam Pascal.
He was in the Captain America musical Rogers from Hawkeye.
You know, I still haven't watched Hawkeye.
Oh, Hawkeye's great.
But in one song, Glory, Roger is singing about how he's trying to write one last big hit before he dies because he has AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS.
Not everyone in this.
Everyone in this has AIDS except for 3 people.
Joanne, Maureen, Mark, and Collins.
No, Collins has AIDS.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he has AIDS. Why else is he at the meetings?
To support Angel?
No, I think they pretty much said he has AIDS.
Here, I'm looking this up. Because I
Detective Joe West, no!
don't think he does.
I'm literally typing in on Google, does Collins...
Oh, he does! You're right.
Booyah! You love this shit. I hate it. And I noticed this.
Huh. I guess I didn't. Huh.
Everyone got AIDS. AIDS.
Oh, and I'm sorry. He's not a student at MIT. He was a professor.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Interesting.
That he quits.
No, they fired him.
Oh, they fired his ass.
They said they fired me because of my theory on actual reality.
Oh, I thought they fired him because his ass barely even went.
What?
Half the time he's just fucking wandering the streets with everyone.
Well, now he's unemployed, so he can.
The time we first see him, he's still employed.
What?
Isn't when we first see him, he's employed?
No.
Oh.
You didn't watch the movie then, clearly.
I was consumed by anger.
No, he clearly says, like, they fired me because of my theory on actual reality. Anyway, next song is Light My Candle, which is Roger and Mimi.
Again, Rosana's not a bad singer. I'm just like, you don't fit.
She really doesn't. I don't think
she sticks. Again, I'm repeating myself, but she sticks out.
I don't, like, when I was younger, not like young, but like when I was a mid-teenager and I was watching this a lot, I used to really like her performance in this, but getting older, I don't really like the way her voice is that much.
Well, it also doesn't help that her character is pretty much a heroin junkie that's trying to get Roger to relapse with her, so she'll have a fuck buddy, a heroin buddy.
True. Yeah.
Also, Angel kills dogs for money.
Meh. There could be worse.
Why do you like these people?
But yeah, basically in Today for You, it's Angel talking about how she made money
by killing someone's pet dog
and trimming someone's Christmas tree.
I don't care. I'm not getting over the fact that she kills dogs for money.
I don't think it's something that she does regularly.
She still did it. She still did it.
If you were given $1,000 to...
No! I'm gonna stop you right there. No!
The dog killed itself, technically. It jumped off. She didn't throw it.
Are you really defending this?
I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying she technically...
You're such a cat person. Annalise Holzer condones dog murder for money.
Don't say that. No, I don't.
Hashtag cancel Annalise.
I do not. I'm just saying, all she did was play her,
She killed that dog.
The dog jumped off the ledge.
She killed a dog for money and gloats about it.
She didn't do it, technically. She wasn't even in the same room. They were in the same apartment.
She killed that dog.
Whatever. Anyway, next. Next is Tango Maureen, which is performed by Mark and Joanne.
This is such a toxic relationship. She's so overbearing and super jealous.
Which one?
Joanne.
You think?
Totally.
I don't
Granted,
know.
Maureen will probably sleep with anything that gives her the eye.
Yeah.
But Joanne's no better.
She's not a cheater, though. And Maureen
No, but she's just way too overbearing and extremely jealous at every turn.
I don't know. Like, I see where you're coming from, definitely.
True. She's nice to Mark. No, back off. That's my candy. Mine.
Oh, my.
You're having a conversation with some person? No, you're cheating. Back. She's mine. You hear me? Mine. Down.
But they talk about Maureen, or they sing about Maureen and how she cheats.
Don't worry, Idina Menzel. Wicked will come and save your career.
She was good in this.
As I said, Wicked will save your career. Actually, had she already done Wicked by this point?
I don't know.
Because they're all 35 playing 20-year-olds.
I think, well, she definitely did Wicked before the movie.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the movie, because they all came back, even though they're all way too old to be these parts.
Yeah, because Wicked opened in 2003 and the movie was in 2005.
Yep, as I said, way too old.
So next song is Life Support, which honestly...
Which one was that?
That's the one where they're at the support group and the one random guy starts singing. Yeah, I mean, this is a song that kind of just fades into the background, really. So, but it's about the support group, an AIDS group. Yeah. there's really not that much to say about it.
Isn't that stupid Subway song?
What?
Is the next song that song Jesse L. Martin sings in the Subway?
No, the next one is Another Day.
Which one's another?
When Mimi... Oh, wait.
Oh, the one where she eggs him on?
Sorry, I think it got the order mixed up a little bit. Yeah, it did. So after Life Support is Out Tonight, which is Mimi's song.
Yeah, well, she's a stripper. I'm like, this is not even the worst strip club I've ever seen. She doesn't even strip in it. She's just dancing around in her underwear. It's more of a burlesque show.
Well, she says in Light My Candle, that's where I work, I dance. So, she's dancing.
But they made it seem like she's a low-down stripper.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is like a strip club.
But she's not stripping.
She never said she was a stripper.
I don't know. I've never been to a strip club, honestly, so I really don't know how it works.
I don't either. Anyway, that's like the upbeat, fun song, Out Tonight.
Upbeat fun.
I'm just saying. And by the end of that, she's at Roger's apartment, or loft, I guess, and it goes into Another Day and No Day.
She just breaks in.
She climbs in through the window. So, sorry, I was taking a sip of my water.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is where she, like, eggs him on a little bit. And she just starts kissing him.
Aggressive much?
A little bit. And takes out her little baggie of heroin.
Again, she's a jerk, man. He's clearly a recovering heroin junkie. And she's like, come on, let's do it. Nah,
and he's
man.
like, no, I'm good.
I'm good. You got AIDS.
They both have AIDS. Yeah. Spoilers, Mimi has AIDS.
Of course she does. Do you think she got it from sleeping around or needles?
If I had to guess, probably needles.
I'm going with sleeping around.
I don't know. Next after that, well, Roger rejects her, basically. And then the next song after that is Will I? And that's a lot of, like, the background characters, but then it goes into our main characters.
Songs just blend together.
Well, they're back to back. They're bound to blend together a little bit.
It's like, oh my god.
There's barely any, like, actual dialogue in this, but it's a musical, so you can't expect anything else.
But the songs aren't good.
Yes, they are.
No.
That's your opinion.
Pretty much every song ends with the repeating of the chorus. Just 9
That's what a
freaking
musical
times.
does. They repeat
No, they
the lyrics.
don't. It's literally I lost my shoe, and then the end of the song will be I lost my shoe, I lost my shoe, I lost my shoe, I lost my shoe 9 times.
At least you have some diversity here. Shit.
Diversity.
Huh?
What diversity?
There's breaking up between the lyrics. Like, yes, it does repeat, but it's supposed to repeat. That's what you do in musicals. You bring back lyrics from other songs and tie them into your other songs. That's what you do. Either way.
Tick, tick, boom. I like the music in that. What happened?
This is not Tick, Tick, Boom.
I'd rather be watching Tick, Tick, Boom.
Well, we're not doing that. So, anyway, our next song is Santa Fe. Our next song is Santa Fe, which
you stole that from Newsies. Boo.
And it's not the only one though. There's a couple of other ones. I don't.
They stole other songs from Newsies?
No. There are other musicals who have songs about Santa Fe.
Are you?
I'm serious.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is Santa Fe popular in musicals? Have they even been to Santa Fe?
Don't know. But it's literally about how Roger wants to leave and go to Santa Fe.
But why does Jesse L. Martin sing it?
It's Angel, Mark, Roger, and Angel. This is when they're on the subway.
Oh yeah, Angel singing. These people just blend so in. I need to.
So after that,
wait. Before my drink, we get to this love song, and it's fine. Whatever. I can take it or leave it, but it's shot terribly.
It's called "I'll Cover You," and it's between Angel and Collins.
It's literally just them walking on a sidewalk. There's no dynamic shots, no nothing. It's literally just
they go to like a market, and Angel gets.
Oh, they go shopping.
I'm just saying, they're not just walking on the sidewalk.
But it's still on the same sidewalk. It's like a street store. It's so boring.
Yeah, I will say, like the shot of it itself is a little.
The camera work is uninspired. Then again, that's the camera work throughout this entire film.
Meh. I can't say much about it. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't love it either. And like it's Angel and Collins' love song. It's very sweet. It's a good song. I like that song. Next is this is the song that's in Maureen's Protest, which is Over the Moon, which is strange.
This whole play makes no goddamn sense. She starts mooing.
Well, it's called Over the Moon. She's a cow. The cow jumped over the moon. Hello. It's like you're not even paying attention.
I think you're just reading too much into this.
How? There's nothing to read into. It's literally what it is.
I think she's just a rich girl trying to be cool.
She's protesting.
She's just a rich girl trying to be cool.
She's a performance artist. This is what she
does. Rich girl trying to be cool.
Are you going to have any other opinion besides just shitting on mine?
I'm shitting on the movie. Your opinion's your opinion. I'm not taking it away from you.
But you're ignoring everything that I'm saying in regards to what it's supposed to be. And that's what it's supposed to be. She's a performance artist protesting. And the song Over the Moon is literally about how, like, the rhyme, like, hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon.
Well, she blew it.
Anyway. Her protest gets interrupted. Or it gets, like, broken up by the police or something like that.
Well, she, like, eggs on the crowd. Like, he brought the police there just to make sure, all right, let's just make sure this is okay.
Yeah, I do have to say, like, when
she's the one that eggs this shit on.
Yeah, but I have to say, like, one of the first few times that I watched this movie, when she goes, moo with me, I laughed out loud. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That was my reaction. I'm like, did Did Elsa just moo?
Yes. So after the protest gets broken up, they all go to this like restaurant. And this is where we get like one of our bigger songs, La Vie Boheme, which I love. I love this song.
No, I hate this song.
Why?
Well, for starters, it starts off with them just telling off Benny, who, again, they unjustly hate just because he made something of himself, and because they hate yuppies, which, you know what? You may hate yuppies, but you should be like, but he's our friend, so we'll roast him, but...
I think they were fine with him until he became...
detest him.
I think they were fine with him being a yuppie until he became, like, an asshole.
He's not even that much of an asshole.
I know, but, like, I'm saying...
He's not even an asshole, so I'm sorry, but that...
perspective is what I'm saying.
They come off as the assholes. I mean, hell, the waiter goes like, you guys don't even... Could you just come here and sit? You don't even eat or drink anything. Well, that's not true. I had tea. You didn't pay for it.
They paid this time.
With dog murdering money, but that's besides the point. But then he says, hey, please don't combine the tables. Let's combine the tables. These people are horrible. Terrible customers.
If I was a waitress and I got these types of customers, I would not want to deal with it. So I understand that part. But
as far as phantom sabotage this.
But as far as like the music aspect of it, I really enjoy it.
I mean, the whole time I felt like Alex from A Clockwork Orange. I'm just going, stop it, stop it, stop it.
I haven't seen that movie either.
The song just goes on and on. It overstays its welcome.
It's supposed to, though. Like that's the point.
But they even address it because Benny and his group just leave. They're just trying to have a meal, and they're just like being assholes. Like, oh look, it's Benjamin. Let's harass him.
But it's supposed to be loud and in your face and a little rude.
I get that, but you just come off as jerks.
But again, that's the point.
I'm sorry, that's just I don't like intentional jerks. You're not gonna make me side with the jerks. You're gonna make me side with the rational ones.
I'm not trying to make you side.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the film.
Oh, either way.
Yeah,
that's my phrase of the night. Either way.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I'm honestly surprised at how subdued I am. Because it's like 10 o'clock at the time we're recording this, and I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I am actually considerate. Go figure.
Oh,
but I'm sorry. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, they're intentionally supposed to be assholes and douches because they're
right.
But I can't like people like that. I just can't. Like, you're not gonna make me sympathize with them because literally, as this scene is when it all starts going down. And you're supposed to feel sorry for these people? Like, no, Angel is dying of AIDS, but I can't feel bad for her because she literally had a song about her killing a dog to make money.
I still stand by she didn't do it.
That's you can stand by it, but it's hard for me to sympathize with that.
So, from La Vie Boheme, it goes into I Should Tell You, which is between Roger and Mimi. And they're telling each other... are they telling each other that they have AIDS? Like, I don't really understand.
Yes, that's what I got. But again, I hate this movie, so I could be entirely wrong, but I think it's just pretty much saying, hey, you have AIDS, I have AIDS. Let's get together.
Basically. And I mean, I don't really understand it from a different way than that.
But here's my question now. I'm a child of the 90s, so I really don't know. The pill she's taking... I've been led to believe in my research that was a pretty expensive pill for the time.
I guess maybe like health.
How the hell are these broke ass bums paying for that?
Well, I think because they go to like clinics. Because how does Roger have his AZT?
I mean, that's a good argument. But they don't show the.
Yeah, I honestly,
But
I'm
do
not
the
sure.
clinics just give that for free? Like they gotta charge it. I'm assuming.
In all honesty, I have no idea.
Yeah, this is just kind of proving my point where this film fails to capture what it was like in the late 80s during the AIDS epidemic that was going on.
Well, I don't know if it's more about the characters and AIDS. Yeah,
but I mean, the AIDS crisis
yes.
is the backdrop, and I feel like this film fails at capturing that. The film and the play in general, because
I would say because the show in general just doesn't really.
It fails, and I know for a fact Jonathan Larson was around for this. His friends, he had friends that literally died from this.
Right, and hold on.
I think it's just a matter of he was too close to the material.
Yeah, I mean, his best friend contracted HIV.
I think this is just an example of you were too close to your subject matter.
Yeah, and I mean, it could have definitely been that way. So we get a little bit of a break in between I Should Tell You and Take Me or Leave Me. And in between that time, Maureen...
Is Idina Menzel dressed up as Catwoman during this break? Because the break is New Year's Eve, correct?
I believe so.
I'll give this movie props for pretty much having Idina Menzel dressed up as Catwoman wearing tight leather pants. I'm sorry, that may be sexist and piggish of me, but I'm sorry.
She looks good.
She looks good. She still looks good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just gonna open my door and Idina Menzel is just gonna be standing outside my door and just slap me.
You wish.
Yes, I do. You are 1,000% right.
But during this break of songs, we get Maureen and Joanne get engaged, and this next song, "Take Me or Leave Me." Do you want
to be life partners?
Yeah.
But here's my example of why I say Joanne's is just as bad. She's controlling, suspicious, jealous.
Well, wouldn't you get upset if
granted, Maureen is doing some flirting.
Yes, wouldn't you be upset if your fiance...
She just goes off the rails. She goes off the rails.
Well, Joanne is, fed up, because I'm sure this has happened multiple times.
Oh, probably.
So, wouldn't you be upset? And
honestly, I'm surprised Mark isn't filming this.
Yeah. But
with his no microphone camera. I'm sorry, I will not let that go. There's no microphone on his camera.
Especially at your engagement party, wouldn't you be upset if your fiance was flirting with somebody else?
Now listen, I've had that happen, and you know what I did?
You've never been engaged.
You just ruined the joke. Thank you.
What would you do?
Cry to mommy.
But they get engaged and then immediately break up.
Oh yeah. Well, at least maybe now you two can get back together.
Mark and Maureen. The next song is "Without You," which honestly, I'm gonna be so honest with you, I don't remember this song. I don't remember this song.
Is this the song that takes everyone's dying of AIDS?
No, I think this is when Roger decides to leave. Or wait.
Oh, no. Okay, so...
No, he leaves after Angel dies.
So this has to be when...
It has to be when Angel dies.
This is the song that after Roger discovers that Mimi's still talking to Benny.
Yeah.
Did he just leave his wife?
I always wonder about that. Because they never say.
Yeah, his whole plot is dropped.
Completely. It's completely dropped. And they just, force him together with Mimi.
And then he just disappears.
Yep. Bye, Benny, I guess.
They pulled a Julie Taymor on us.
But
they went straight across the universe. They dropped this plot entirely.
Yeah. No, but this has to be when Angel dies, because the next song after this is "Goodbye, Love."
I'm sorry. I'm not going to feel bad that Angel's dead.
You don't have to feel bad. I mean, I feel
I'm
bad.
not. Like, I was actually like, oh, good, she's dead. Thank God.
What? What do you mean?
Kill the dogs.
That doesn't mean she deserves to die of AIDS. That is no.
Oh yes.
No. Anyway,
Like
next
Jack,
song.
I literally, as soon as I saw her in the hospital, but I went all Jack Nicholson Joker, going, "I'm glad you're dead."
That's fucked up.
That is entirely fucked up, and proud to say that.
You should not be. But anyway.
I am proud. She's a horrible character.
No, she's not.
Kill the dog for money.
She played the drums for money, is what she did.
Should have stuck with that.
She did. She didn't throw the dog out of the balcony.
Oh my God, she did and bragged about it.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. This is too easy, audience. I'm setting her off on purpose.
Oh. Anyway, next song.
It's all too easy.
The next song is Goodbye Love, which is during Angel's funeral. So dramatic.
Why is Ty Diggs there?
I don't know, because
he had nothing to do with Angel.
He had nothing to do with Angel.
Why is he there?
I don't know. Maybe to support Colin.
Ty Diggs just has a look on his face like, after this scene, I can go fucking somewhere else. I'm free. I'll be finally rent-free.
That's a wrap. So after this song is when Roger leaves for Santa Fe.
This whole plot point is pointless.
Yeah, because he immediately comes back.
I know.
I say I don't think he's gone for very long.
What was the point of this?
He sold his guitar and bought a car.
And then sold the car for another guitar.
Yes. So
you could have just had him stay in New York and do this.
Yeah. Like there was no point of him going to Santa Fe if he was immediately going to come back like a couple weeks later.
I know, right?
So and then So then this is when Mimi starts to get sick and she's like dying of AIDS. Is that when Roger comes back?
Roger just comes back because he was gonna go get Mimi back, but Mimi just disappeared.
Right, she disappeared, and then she's like, isn't she like wandering the streets or something?
Because she belongs to the city.
Like,
she belongs to the night.
Like, where is Benny? Like, you
living in a world full of darkness.
You left your wife for this girl, and now you're not anywhere.
Yeah, literally. Look, I think the last we hear, he's calling him on the phone. Yeah, she's gone. I don't fucking care.
He does not care.
I'm out. Benny out.
Benny out.
I wash my hands of this weirdness.
So, Mimi, they find Mimi, and she's dying, and they put her on like the kitchen table, or like the kitchen counter, or whatever it is. It's like a metal.
I think it's a table.
It's a metal table, and
yes, let's put the girl who's having a high fever on the cold metal surface.
Yeah. But
go back to med school.
I get she dies, like they say that she dies, but then somehow she comes back.
Through the goddamn power of love.
She comes back through the power of love. Don't ask me how.
Freddie Mercury and Eazy-E are rolling in their graves. Magic Johnson is rolling his eyes. That is not how that works.
So
fuck you, movie. Fuck you.
I'd say after that, it's basically just more.
It's just them watching Mark's stupid piece of shit documentary with no sound because he never had a mic. I'm not letting that go.
And that's the end of the movie.
This one hurt.
Would you like to present final thoughts now?
These characters are the most insipid, aggravating, worthless peons I've ever had the pleasure of sitting down and watching. I mean, my God, not one of them has a decent shred of humanity in them.
Well,
the story, again, it fails of trying what it's wanting to do. I don't like the songs. I think the songs are mediocre. And they just go on and on. They're bland and they don't stop. They don't fucking stop.
Oh.
Fuck this movie. Fuck it. I don't like it. Right now, I don't know what it is about this film that is bringing in my inner Lord of the Rings fan, but I feel like Frodo after the One Ring was destroyed. It's done. That's how I feel right now.
Well, I guess that leaves for my final thoughts then. I love this show. It's one of my favorite Broadway musicals. Does this movie have problems? Of course it does. Any Broadway adaptation is going to have problems, but the Broadway show has problems as well. So I'm kind of the opposite. I find the songs very intriguing. I love the music in it. Just, I think the characters are very compelling. Are they the best people? No, of course not. But they're not supposed to be. I think it presents a really interesting story, complicated romances, and just life in general, which I really like. So that's my final thoughts.
I get it. Like, life isn't black and white. It's gray.
Right.
But these people are black and white, and the situation they've made it portrayed it as black and white. There's no middle ground here. And I'm sorry, that bullshit ending was, we saved Mimi from AIDS through the power of love.
Yeah, that's my only.
That was just a whole huge middle finger to anyone who suffered with HIV.
Yeah, that part I didn't really like.
Like, honestly, I would have given the movie more props if they also killed her off.
Right, because we only have one death, and that's Angel.
And again, as I stated throughout the podcast, not the best character to feel sorry for, given what her intro song is about. So I just don't understand, like, what is it about this that I'm trying to understand the thought process. Like, even you said they're not the best people, so what is it that's likable here?
It's hard to say, because I definitely see where you're coming from, where you say that they're assholes and douchebags, like, whatever. I definitely see that. But I also see, like, how Angel helps Collins and, like, takes care of him,
I see that too.
Gives
I
Mark
won't
and
deny you
Roger
that.
money.
I won't deny that. I won't deny you that.
Yeah, like, and gives Mark and Roger money out of the kindness of her heart. I like how not at times, but I like how blunt Joanne is, and seemingly the more logical one out of the group, even though she gets really crazy jealous.
I mean, I would understand if these were assholes that you love to hate, but I don't love to hate these people. Like, I want them all to die of AIDS. No. I know half of them will.
Oi.
It is what it is. They all have AIDS, so.
Not all of them. We established this. Not
most
all
of them, yeah. Honestly, in my head, kid, I feel like Maureen and Mark are such tryhards, they're going to inject themselves with AIDS, so.
God. That was awful to say.
I don't like these people. I feel so bad for these actors because they all are talented actors.
They are all talented actors, and they.
But again, as I stated before, I feel like Jonathan Larson was way too close to the subject. That I think he unwillingly failed at what he was trying to do, and I'm sorry for all the fans of this and of Jonathan Larson, but I truly believe he failed at what he was trying to do here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see your point. Like, I don't fully disagree with you. I definitely can see
And I think that's
why
why
you feel that
I
way.
toned it down because I was just becoming so angry that my points weren't coming across as funny. It was just coming off as mean.
Yeah. I say sometimes you just got to take a step back.
I had to, and I know I jokingly promised my uncle like this was going to be a biblical Anthony going off the rails, but I couldn't. Like I was too angry at this to do that,
Uh,
and it was not going to come out funny, and that's why throughout as you listened, audience, I had to take a step back.
we had talked about, cuz before we record, we'll sometimes talk about like different parts of our review that we are going to incorporate, and Anthony had said to me like this is going to be a mega freak out, like this is going to be biblical. And I think, well, I don't think, I know that our family over at Bucktooth Gremlins are expecting this giant freak out, but it's not like.
I'm sorry I failed to deliver. It was just making me so angry. I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't do it, and it would come out funny. It would just coming off as a jerk.
And in order, and it's a good thing, because at a certain point, and a lot of people can't do this, they can't acknowledge when they need to draw that line. And just
honestly, I got too emotionally invested in the anger of this one. Like this one triggered me. This movie honestly triggered me.
It comes to that point where you gotta kind of decide like how you want to proceed, you know?
Yeah, it really does.
And it's
and me personally, I didn't want to proceed. I couldn't go full animal. I couldn't harness the animal because it wouldn't have come off as the animal, so to speak. It would have just come off as me being an asshole.
Right. So, but the entire point in this little chat that we just had is that maybe in order to make this better, Jonathan Larson should have taken that step back and kind of, I don't want to say reassess, because I like the musical the way it is, but...
And I know a lot of people do.
Right.
And that's fine. And I'm honestly glad you brought this point, because I didn't even think of it as we started this little fireside chat, so to speak. But yeah, I think he should have taken a step back and say, this could use some work.
Right, like, am I doing this the right way?
Now, granted, I realize he died before the show even premiered, so...
It was like 2 days before.
So honestly, you could honestly like, who's to tell what would have happened if he had stayed alive and saw the final product?
It's honestly though, like, that's so crazy to me that he died like a day or two before it was supposed to premiere.
I mean, it's one thing in rehearsal and you're into it, then you got to take a step, and then you actually see it in front of an audience.
Right.
I also think him dying kind of what made the show
become so popular.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
And I don't mean to sound mean about that, but I think
it would have been popular regardless, but I definitely...
It probably... I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, it probably would have.
Yeah. So I definitely think it would have been popular, but his death, I think, definitely boosted...
Yeah, I think so, too.
Boosted it. Which is... I feel awful saying it, and it's very unfortunate.
No, it is very unfortunate, because, like I said, Tick, Tick, Boom has easily become one of my favorite shows, and I would have loved to see what he would have done other than Rent.
Right, like Jonathan Larson was extremely talented.
Absolutely. It's honestly a very tragic waste.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. With that though, I think we should maybe wrap it up.
Yeah, and I think we should close off with, have we watched anything recently?
No.
I now I guess this is my time for the floor, so to
Yeah.
speak. A solo. Yeah. I was after I'd finished Rent and I was just seething with anger. I thought about your episode on the Bucktooth Gremlins, Annalise.
Uh-huh.
So I was gonna watch The Exorcist.
Ah.
Now this is a direct message to our uncle. You need to fix your flex because your Exorcist on here is just the making of. It's the movie's not even on it.
We watched it on Plex. It's there.
Okay, when I went to it, it said The Exorcist, and it's just the making of.
You have to. I think there's a certain thing you have to go to because I guess there's 2 different versions, and you probably didn't get the right.
Well,
one.
then our uncle needs to call me and tell me how to do that so I can watch it and honestly see what you were talking about. See if the makeup kind of goes down in quality because it's HD.
It's goofy.
You are disturbing me because that movie freaks me out. And I am definitely watching that in daylight. I am not watching that in the dark. So pretty much what I did instead, since I couldn't figure that out, I went and watched Jaws. Love it.
That was a good one.
Love it. But seriously, Pete, you need to either call me or fix your flex.
What is our last pick for musical
after this, I think we just need to dial it back a little bit.
Okay.
Have some fun with a good, shitty 80s movie. Unfortunately, there's something trying to be a good, shitty 80s movie, so we're just going to watch Rock of Ages. And by the way, audience, you will see the return of friend to the podcast, Tom Cruise. And yes, he will be singing.
He's glorious.
And yes, we will be making fun of it. Let's just have some fun with a movie trying to be a shitty 80s movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.